Yes, very good evening, everybody. Please tell me, is my voice clear to all of you? You can comment on the YouTube section comment box. I'm seeing all your comments. Okay, thank you, Gina. Yeah, so welcome to this special session of Reflections with Dr. Vivekananda on CSAT. My name is Dr. Chaitra. Yeah, thank you, Dimpu. Thank you, Bharat. Yeah, so before we begin our session, I would like to show you all something. See, Vivekananda sir is coming up with an anthropology module, which is going to begin on 22nd of June. So anthropology optional students, immediately after your prelims, you can join this module and gain enormously. Okay. And we are also coming up with another module on ethics, integrity and aptitude, that is GS4, with the Swati ma'am, Nandini ma'am, as well as Vivekananda sir. So all of you, you can join this module also for especially ethics. See, in Hyderabad, we don't have a specific any platform to write a test series for ethics. So Reflections with Dr. Vivekananda is planning to come up with a unique test series for ethics. So this will be very, very useful for you all. And also, apart from all of this, we are going to come up with many useful modules for mains. Like, for example, to tell you all, we have taken Gati Prelims module. I have personally taken this Gati Prelims module along with Vivekananda sir and Kalyan sir. So we are planning to come up with Gati mains module also to cover the entire 1 year current affairs in the perspective of mains. So it's going to be in an answer writing practice way. It will definitely help you all a lot. Okay. Yeah. Now, yes. So this is about our session today. And I'm going to give you all 1 minute time. Please sit with a notebook and a pen. I repeat, I'm going to give you all 1 minute time. Please sit with a notebook as well as a pen. Yes, good evening, Sahil. Just give me a thumbs up in the comment box after you're ready. Let's be quick today because you have only 1 week for the examination. So we should not waste even a single moment or even 1 minute of our time. And I want all of you to be very active in this session, to keep on writing whatever I tell you, and also to keep on interacting in the chat box. I want all of you to interact with me. Whenever I ask you something, please comment in the chat box. Okay. Okay, my experiments with music says he's ready. Atira also is ready. Kundan is ready. Ramcharan is ready. Very good. Very good. Yeah. So now, see, you all must be knowing by now about the importance of CSAT and how it's becoming tougher every year, right? Now, before we actually begin the session, I want to ask and tell you all something. Now, please do not feel this is waste of time. It's very, very important. My every word in this class is very, very important. So please concentrate on this. If you're feeling sleepy, just wake up from your sleep and see, you have seen many students, many BTech students, many IITians who have been failing CSAT in spite of knowing like perfect formulas and all. So CSAT should always wake you up. It should not let you sleep, right? So please be active. And I repeat, do not feel this is waste of time. Please listen to all my words very, very carefully. Okay. Yeah. So firstly, I want to know if there's anyone in this class today who has not faced failure in CSAT in the previous attempts. I repeat, I want to know if there's anyone in this class today who has not faced prelims in CSAT, who has not faced failure in CSAT in the previous attempts. Please respond by saying me so that I'll understand. Okay, Shaileja. Okay, Ramcharan. Okay, Shiva. Please respond. Okay, it's first attempt for Ramcharan. Okay, Sailaja says she has not faced failure in CSAT in her previous attempts. Kundan also says he has not faced failure. My experiments with music also says he has not faced failure. Very good. I'm liking your responses. Yes. Other responses, please. Okay, Murali says he has failed because of CSAT. But yes, I want the responses who have not failed because of CSAT. Okay, fine. I've received okay, fine, Shiva. Fine, Murali. Yeah. Okay, Atira also says it's his or her first attempt. Yeah. See, why I asked you all this question is, see, the persons who have cleared CSAT earlier and still attending this session, do you know why? Because CSAT has become uncertain. And as I told you, even IITians, BTech students, maths toppers are failing to clear CSAT. So it is this uncertainty which is making these students who have already cleared CSAT still attend this session, right? So this is the importance of CSAT. So you should not ignore CSAT, right? Yeah. So now let us get into the session. In this session, I'm not going to solve the questions for you, but I'll demonstrate how to approach the paper and I'll show you how you can answer passages accurately in just 1 minute. Okay, trust me, it is going to be a very, very useful session. Don't leave the class in between. Please be active. Please be interactive. Please interact with me. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Now let's get into the session, right? Yeah, first of all, let us discuss the reasons for failure of CSAT. See, the first reason is fear. Fear of what? Fear of toughness of the paper, fear of time management, whether you'll be able to attempt all the questions, in the limited time possible, in the time of 2 hours. Third aspect is this fear of inactive mind in the afternoon, because you'll have your lunch after paper 1. After that, you'll feel sleepy, you'll feel drowsy, and this is summer. And some of the centers, I can say most of the centers are not well equipped with the good fans also. Sometimes you feel that heat. So because of this, your mind will get into inactive state, and the fear arrives because of this inactive state also, right? Second reason is overconfidence that you can do better in maths, overconfidence that CSAT is just a qualifying paper and who is going to stop me from qualifying. These are the second aspects. Third aspect is underconfidence. Underconfidence of whom? Underconfidence of students, of non-math students, like students with non-maths background. They are underconfident even before giving the test, even while practicing for CSAT. This is the third reason. Fourth reason is thinking about paper 1 after completing paper 1. Shall I tell you what is the foolest thing among all of these 4 reasons? It is the last reason, that is thinking about paper 1 after completing the paper 1, thinking about that paper. This is the foolish thing a serious aspirant can do. So don't be foolish. Now I want to know from you all, did you experience any reasons for failure? Apart from these reasons, did you personally experience any reasons for failure? Please keep all the personal reasons aside, like family problems and all these things. But just from the examination point of view and from all the students' point of view, please tell me and please enlighten other students if you have faced other reasons for failure of CSAT. Please be quick. Sahil says last one, thinking about paper 1. Shiva says not practicing consistently. Other responses, please. Sahil, so now you understood, right? If you are going to do the same mistake in this year prelims, in this year CSAT, then nobody can help you. So stop thinking about paper 1. Once you're done with paper 1, it's over. You can't go back to the examination hall. You can't ask back for the question paper and then write it again or do it again. Sahil says, and panicking if one question is tough, ma'am. See, that is about fear of toughness of paper. So you have to leave that fear also. Other responses, quickly, please. We have a lot to discuss today. Why I'm asking students to respond is some of the reasons told by students here can become the reasons for you, which you're not able to express. So if these students are expressing, I can solve their queries, and I can give them solution, and that will become solution for your confusions also. So please don't underestimate this discussion. Reading comprehension. Okay. Yeah, fine. So I understood. Like we have discussed all the reasons for failure of CSAT. Now, do not let these reasons to result in failure of this year's CSAT. Right now we have discussed all the failures. So please be attentive. Please go to the examination now with a calm and composed mind, and please do not make these mistakes and become a reason for failure of CSAT. Okay. M says spending too much time on one question, time management. Okay, M. Yeah, we are going to see about that in our next aspect. Right. Yeah. So after this class, trust me, every one of you having all these issues will be able to clear CSAT. I repeat, all the students having the above issues which we have discussed till now, and other issues also, if you have inside you, you will definitely clear CSAT after this session, provided if you practice whatever I tell you today in a proper way. If you practice and follow properly, you listen to my words carefully and practice from tomorrow itself. You still have 8 more days. If you take from tomorrow Saturday, you still have 8 more days for the exam. So do 8 question papers of CSAT, especially previous year questions, UPSC previous year questions, and just see, apply whatever I told you today in 8 UPSC previous year questions. You will be surprised to see the marks you're going to get after this session. Right? I will write it and give you all. If you listen to this class carefully and follow all these steps carefully and do 8 previous year UPSC questions. Please do not follow these techniques in your institute's marks. No, I'm not telling the tips for institute marks. I'm telling the tips for UPSC. So please practice these techniques on only previous year questions of UPSC. Right? Yeah. Now, in our class today, we have 2 sections of students. One is math students, other is non-math student. So what do the math student do? Like they directly hit the maths questions accurately, and then if they have time, they get back to comprehension passages and other basic theoretical aspects, right? Second aspect is, second category of students are those who search for easy questions and rely on passages, right? Now I'm going to take this second category of students, and this strategy will be helpful for math students also. How? After they are done with maths questions, they can follow this strategy. So it's helpful for both math students as well as non-math students. And please do not leave the class in between. Right? Yeah. Now, so now, see, order of approaching the paper. Now, you got your paper into your hands. Firstly, before opening the paper, you should know that there will be around 25 questions as passages. So you have to be prepared for this type of mindset. Among 80 questions, you will have definitely around 25 questions as passages. This is one aspect. Second aspect is, after you get the question paper, skim through the question paper quickly in 7 to 8 minutes. I hope all of you are writing down these points. Like these points are not given in the PDF, so please keep on writing. Okay. So second aspect is, skim through the question paper quickly in 7 to 8 minutes. Now, I will tell you what you need to do in this 7 to 8 minutes. Right? Clear? Yeah. Now, yeah, I have one request to all of you. Just keep liking this video. Keep sharing. Right? Yeah. Even like subscribe to our YouTube channel if at all you haven't subscribed. And there is this thing on Google also. You can search Reflections with Dr. Vivekananda on Google, and you can give your feedback there also. Right? Yeah. So please keep on liking and keep on giving me thumbs up so that I'll know if you're ready or not, because this is how we interact through YouTube comment section, right? Yeah. Now, order of approaching the paper. Now, trust me, I have not seen this in anybody video or anybody talking like this. This is my own way. So please pay attention, right? Yeah. So now, in this 7 to 8 minutes, what you have to do? Please listen. First aspect is, mark the passages which have more than one question as one. I repeat, mark the passages which have more than one question as 1. See, this becomes your 1. Second aspect, mark small passages with only one question as 2. Third one, mark big passages or tough passages as 3. Fourth one, yeah. Now, till here, this is regarding the comprehension passages. Clear? So 1 is for those passages which have more than one question. Second number is for small passages with only one question. Third one is for big passages or tough passages, which you don't even feel like reading. Put them as 3, right? This is for comprehension. Now, number 4 is for quickly see the questions which do not have numbers. That means theoretical questions and mark them as 4. Next aspect, see the questions which have numbers and can be solved by applying basic formulae and mark them as 5. Leave the rest by reading the questions once. So once you see the questions, you will know that you don't even know what to apply there. So leave those questions. Don't mark anything. So in this 7 to 8 minutes of receiving your paper, you have to do this thing. That means your question paper should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers near the questions. Now, why this thing? Now you may ask me, ma'am, if we do this, it will be like wasting time. Now I'll tell you, this will not be like wastage of time. Why? Because for the first 10 minutes, your mind will be under stress. It will be confused and also lazy. It will take time for you to concentrate fully on the paper. Yes or no? Just reply to me in the comment box. How many of you agree with my statement? In the first 10 minutes of CSAT examination, that is from 2:30 to 2:40, your mind will be under stress, confused and lazy. You will not know what to do. Tell me how many of you agree with my statement? Shiva is agreeing. Kavya is agreeing. M also is agreeing. Sai is agreeing. Kaveri is agreeing. My experiments with music is agreeing. Atira is agreeing. Yes, see, so many people are agreeing to this. Sahil is also agreeing. Yes, yes. So this is a universal aspect. In the first 10 minutes, you won't know. So what you need to do, give some activity to your mind. Give some activity to your mind. So use this lazy time in preparing your mind for an active and effective attack on the questions. I repeat, active. Sorry. I repeat, active and effective attack on questions. So in the first 7 to 8 minutes, you're doing this. You're giving some activity to your mind, which is going to help you all in the next questions, which is going to help you all for the next 2 hours or the next 1 hour, 40 minutes. Right? Clear till here? Yeah. So you are going to do this aspect. You are going to mark them as like this. Now, before we get into the next aspect, now we will see how we are going to do this reading comprehension techniques. Right? Yeah. So, yeah. See, now when we see the reading comprehension techniques, the first and foremost thing you have to remember is there is no need to read the passage. I repeat, there is no need to read the entire passage unless you are confused. Unless you are confused with the options. This is first aspect. Next, the main aspects is now we are going to discuss about what we have to do. Right? Now, please write it down in your notes. The first point is all positive points, all futuristic points, and sensible points are right. Second one, when the statement is from a larger perspective and when the statement is inclusive, it is right. Third one, all narrow statements in inference are wrong. Fourth one, statements undermining India or government are wrong. In this particular statements, which are undermining India as well as government, you have to be somewhat careful. Careful during logical and rational inference, which I'm going to talk about in later aspect, right? We have discussed 4. Fifth one is don't give importance to foreign aspects. I'm going to demonstrate every point in today's paper, in today's discussion. So please pay attention. I repeat, my fifth point is don't give importance to foreign aspects. My sixth point is extreme or silly statements are wrong. Extreme or silly statements are wrong. And one more thing is, if, please listen to this very carefully, if the answer line or the line given in option as well as the line given in passage are same to same, then that is not the answer. I repeat, if there is answer line which is similar, exactly similar to the statement given in passage, that is not the answer. That is the wrong answer. You should not go with that particular answer. Fine. Now you have got around 7 points, right? About comprehension passages, how you are going to read these techniques. After this, I'm going to tell you, see, you have four aspects which are usually asked in the CSAT paper. First aspect is asking about practical implication. Second aspect is logical or rational inference. Third aspect is assumption. Fourth aspect is critical message, right? Now, what is this practical implication? Implication, like what is going to be the implication, that you know, that is a futuristic aspect. Second one is logical and rational inference. What is this? This is with regards to after writing. That means if you are the author of the passage, you are giving the inference after writing the passage. Just remember that inference is after writing, whereas assumption is before writing. That means if you are the writer of the passage, you are assuming before only and writing the passage, right? This is assumption. Next one is critical message. Critical message or crucial message will be asked. These are the four aspects. And what I want to stress here is, you need not get confused with all of this four. I repeat, you need not get confused with all of this four. For all of this, the points which I told here, these points which I told here, all these points are going to work. All these points are going to work for all these four aspects. So please do not get confused with these four aspects, right? Yeah. Now, one more thing is, I told you, you can try this only in the UPSC PYQs, right? Yeah. Now, let us go. Now, let us see the comprehension passages by using all these points, right? Just give me a thumbs up and keep on liking this video. Just give me a thumbs up, please, in the comment box. And please like and share this video. So if you're ready, we'll go with the passages. I'm going to demonstrate how it is going to be to answer all the questions of comprehension in a very quick way within 1 minute. I repeat, within 1 minute, you are going to see how I'm going to answer all the passages by using the techniques I told you. Okay, very good. Shiva, Kundan, Sahil, Athira, Shaileja, Sahil, M. Shiva. Very good, very good. So all of you are ready? Yeah. Now, let us begin the passages. See, there is no answer given in this passage. Now, I'm going to tell you, passage 1. I'm not reading the passage. Now, see the time. Time is 9:27 here. In my screen, you can see the time. Time is 9:27 here. Now, see, I'm seeing this passage. I'm seeing this passage. Strong measures need to be taken to reduce the rural to urban migration of labor. The working condition in construction and industrial manufacturing needs to be improved. Service sector has been reducing the problem of unemployment. Increased social sector spending is imperative for large-scale job creation. Now my answer is B. See, it is time is still 9:27 and my answer is D. Now, I'll tell you why this answer is D. I'm not seeing the passage. Please pay attention here. I'm not seeing the passage. Now see the first statement. You don't see about implication. You don't see about assumption. You don't see about inference. You don't see about critical message. Do not see this question first. Don't get confused here. Directly come to options. Now see, strong measures need to be taken to reduce the rural to urban migration of labor. Now, if you see this statement, don't you think this statement is senseless? Because you should not stop this migration of labor. How are you going to stop the migration of labor? You can't restrict people to rural areas. So this statement is wrong. Second one, the working condition in construction and unregistered manufacturing needs to be improved. This seems like a positive statement, but this is a narrow statement. Working condition. This slide is talking about working condition in only construction and unregistered manufacturing. Then what about others? So this narrow statement will not become the entire answer for a passage, right? That is one aspect. So this is wrong. Third one, service sector has been reducing the problem of unemployment. You don't know if it is really being done or not. So this is a wrong statement. And how can you say only service sector is playing an important role here with the problem of unemployment? So if at all it is playing, then we still have unemployment. So it is not just about service sector. So this also becomes a narrow statement. Now see the fourth statement. Increased social sector spending is imperative for large scale job creation. This is a positive statement. This is an inclusive statement. Why? Because the statement is saying increase the social sector spending. It is taking entire social aspect into consideration and not any specific aspect. So this is inclusive. Is imperative. It is futuristic for large scale job creation. So it is not saying, it is not giving any extreme statements. It is saying this is a possibility and this is a futuristic positive aspect and inclusive aspect. So my answer for this particular question is D. We'll see the key later. Okay, let's not open the key now. This is D. Now let's see the second question. Now the time is 9. Okay, let's wait till 9:30. Then we'll know if it is exactly 1 minute or not. This is the second question. Yeah, now the time is 9:30. Now see, I'm not saying if it is asking for assumption or anything. State should have some institutions to ensure its appropriate role in digital society. Yes. State should ensure that private parties do not violate the citizens' right to privacy. Okay. Digital economy is not compatible with the idea of not violating the citizens' privacy. I take this statement as wrong. Now I go with 1 and 2. A as the answer. See, the time is still 9:30 and I have arrived at the option without seeing the comprehension passage. Please don't get confused. As we go to the other passages, it will be very, very clear to you. Right. Now I'll tell you why my answer is A. Now see the first statement. State, that means government, should have some institutions to ensure its appropriate role in digital society. It is saying in a logical way because it is using the word some institutions to ensure its appropriate role in digital society. Obviously, it is a positive statement. Next one is state should ensure that private parties do not violate the citizens' right to privacy. Obviously, if at all private parties are going to involve, state will also involve. This is a positive statement. Now, digital economy is not compatible with the idea of not violating the citizens' privacy. How can we say this? India is becoming digitized. So how can we say that digital economy is not compatible? If it is not compatible, then we are not going to go with digital economy, right? Right. So this statement is a wrong statement. Now, my answer is 1 and 2. Fine. Do not get confused. These are just the first two questions. We'll again see the third question, right? Yeah. Third question. I'm not seeing the passage again. Now see the statements. I'm not seeing if it is asking for inference or something else. Yeah, let's wait till 9:32 and then I'll start the passage. This waiting is only to tell you. Yeah, it is 9:32 now. See here. Rivers and other wetlands should be protected under Ramsar Convention. Okay, this is sensible. Now, engineering water systems should be modernized and further augmented. Okay, this is also sensible. Wetlands need to be reinforced as more than just open sources of water. Yes, this is also fine. Water supply should not be free of cost, so as to prevent its misuse or overuse. Now, among all these four statements, I'm going to go with option C. The time is still 9:32 and I have marked it as option C. Now I'll tell you why. See the first statement. Rivers and other wetlands should be protected under Ramsar Convention. Fine, we know this. And we already have some rivers as well as wetlands protected under Ramsar Convention. So why are we talking this as a broader aspect? How can we see, if you see it as an inference, how can you say it as an inference? We already have it. So this is wrong. Second one, engineering water systems should be modernized and further augmented. Yes, but this becomes a narrow system, narrow topic. So just cut it down. Next one is wetlands need to be reinforced as more than just open sources of water. This is a positive statement. This is a futuristic statement. This is a development oriented statement. Next one is water supply should not be free of cost. So we should not think about if water is free of cost or not. How can you say water should not be free of cost? Then how are the poor people going to survive? If you are going to take water from everybody, every poor people, then how are they going to survive? I told you we have to see from the inclusive point of view, from the larger perspective. So this is wrong. So my answer for this is C. Now we have done 3 passages. Please tell me in the comment box, is this fine or is it confusing? You can be frank with me because we are going to see other questions also. Please tell me, are you all able to get what I'm trying to tell you all? Please tell me. Please interact with me in the comment box. Only then I will know. These are just 3 questions. Even if you're confused, please tell me. Kaveri says it's fine. Other responses, please. Shiva says clear. Manohar says yes. Kundan says fine. Paddu Smile says very clear. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now I just gave you all an idea of how this is done. Now let us go with how you have to do from the beginning, right? I actually forgot to tell you all this. Yeah. So I have received the paper now. I have received the paper. Now what I told you all to do first, number 1 is given for those passages which have more than 1 question. Now quickly see the question paper. Quickly see the passages and see where you have more than 1 question. This has 1 question, 1. Yeah, see, passage 5 has 5 as well as 6. So I'm going to mark passage 5 as 1. Passage 4 here has 2 questions. So I'm going to mark passage 4 as 1. Just pay attention for some more time. You'll get a very good clarity and this will definitely work. Passage 5 has 2 questions. So I'm marking it as 1. Passage 2 here has 2 questions. So I'm marking it as 1. Yeah, that's it. So now what I'm going to do, I have marked 1. This is immediately after taking the question paper in the first 7 to 8 minutes, right? Yeah, so I have marked all 1. All the next passages will be 2 because they have 1 question each and all these are small passages. Whichever you want to mark it as 3, which are the toughest passages for you, you can mark them as 3, right? Yeah. So now after marking these passages, the rest of the passages as 2. I'll do it quickly. You can practice this. This will definitely work. As this is the class and as I'm showing you all, you may feel a little bit confused, but once you start doing it, it will be very, very easy. I'll show you, I'll count and show you how you can clear your UPSC, clear CSAT, even without getting into maths. That is the reason I'm marking these points. So please pay attention for some more time. Yeah. So we are done with 2. And I told you, if at all you find any tough subjects or tough passages, you can mark it as 3. Now, after this, what you're going to do, you are going to quickly see the questions which do not have numbers and mark them as 4. So quickly see the questions which do not have numbers and mark them as 4. See, the 7th question, number. 4. 4. 4. 4. Sorry, this is passage, right? Yeah. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. I'll show you very, very clearly. Don't get confused. Yeah. So all these have maths. Now I'm going to count all these 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right. Now let us count this. See. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Now, before getting into the numericals part or maths part, you are able to see 31 questions which you can answer without even getting into maths. So now can somebody calculate and tell me 31 into 2.5? Please tell me 31 into 2.5. Please mention in the comment section. Now our class is going to be very, very easy. After I have marked this, this is the activity in the first 10 minutes. Now our class will be very, very easy. Now tell me how much is 31? 31 into 2.5. Because 2.5 is the mark you get for the correct answer. Yes, Atira, I'm definitely going to make it clear for you. Okay. Yeah. So this is the first 10 minutes aspect which we are doing now. I have marked all the questions in the sense, the comprehension passages as well as the questions which do not have any numbers in them, all the theoretical questions, right? Yeah. Now, with these 31 questions, if you mark these 31 questions, you are going to get 77.5 marks. Now, don't you think you have already qualified here? It is not 73, it is not 68, it is 77.5. So, if you do this theoretical aspects, you are already qualified here. But still, these are just 31 questions. You still have 31 minus 80. How much? How much is 31 minus 80? It is, you still have 49 questions. And in this 49 questions, at least, please listen to me carefully. In these 49 questions, at least 10 questions will be from basic numeracy or basic concepts. I'll write concepts. So at least 10 questions will be basic concepts because UPSC is not going to be so cruel here. It will definitely give you basic questions which you can directly see an answer by applying basic formula. At least 10. It can be 15 also. It can be 20 also, because you have more 49 questions. So if you add this 10 questions, 10 into 2.5, which is 25. Now, if you add 77.5 plus 25, how much is it? 77.5 plus 25, which is 102.5. So you're attempting only 31 plus 10 questions, which is 41 questions, which you didn't go deep, in depth into mathematics, and still you are able to score 102.5. If at all you go raw in comprehension passages, you will definitely lie in 90s only, or between 85 to 90. You are qualified. You are qualified. And if you do these 25 comprehension passages the way I tell you, I'll keep on telling you, if you do 25 passages in 25 minutes, you will have more 1.5 hours to do the rest of the questions, which come up to 41 questions. Do you think this is hard? Now tell me, think logically and tell me, do you think this is hard? We did not get into deep mathematics formulae. We just did with comprehension passages, which is taking just 25 minutes for you. And we are doing the concepts which do not have numbers, and those questions which have basic numeracy. You are clearing CSAT here itself. How many of you agree with me? How many of you agree with me? Please give me a big yes or a big no if you do not agree. After this, I'm going to make you all this comprehension passages even more clear. I want to tell you all what needs to be done in the first 10 minutes. So this is what you have to do. The marking of numbers. Okay, Ramcharan says no. Other people? My experiments with music is agreeing. Others? Why your answer is no, Ramcharan? Please tell me. Shiva says is agreeing. Tejasri is agreeing. What if comprehension have negative lines? I'm going to tell you, Ramcharan. I'm assuring you that you will definitely work comprehension in 25 minutes. Even if you're going to take 40 minutes also, it will help you only. I'm going to help you in comprehension passages now. How you're going to do it, like we have discussed only 3 passages till now. So you will see. And once you practice this, you will only know how UPSC is giving the statements. So if at all you get negative in maximum, you will get around 5 negatives in comprehension. If you follow this method of whatever I'm telling you, maximum negatives will be just 5. Just 5. That's it. So among 25 passages, 20 passages will anyway be right with how I tell you and how you follow it properly. With practice, you have to practice this in the next 1 week. I assure you, you will definitely mark 20 as right. Manohar is agreeing, Rakesh is agreeing, Paddu is agreeing, Atira is best way to attempt. Yes, Atira, this is the best way to attempt. Right? Fine. Now I'm going to tell you, now you're done with number 4. Now what is number 5? Number 5 is for those which have numbers and can be solved by applying basic numericals. Right? So in this paper, you can just go to this 2020 UPSC paper. So you can go through whichever has numbers, you can mark it as 5, and definitely you'll get around 15 to 20 questions which you can attempt with basic numericals. Now, basic formulae. Now, what are these basic formulae? What are these basic formulae? See. Basic numeracy, calendar and clock problems, percentages, profit and loss, time and work, ratios, proportions, boat and streams, speed, time and distance, permutations and combinations, ages. Okay. All these basic aspects, you can, like, you just need to know the basic formulae and you'll be done. Definitely you'll be done with around 10 to 15 questions for sure. Next one is theoretical. If you take the theoretical aspects, you have to be perfect with syllogism, directions, arrangements and order, and other logical reasoning part. Right? If you see the statement, you have to apply your mind. So if you know this, you need not attempt all the 80 questions and fall in the negative trap. Even if you attempt till 41 to 45 questions, you will clear CSAT. This is fine till here. Now we will see the comprehension passages. Yeah. So we are done with this passage 3, right? Now see passage 4. Okay. Right? This is clear to you. Now let us see passage 4. Now see, passage 4 is distribute your wealth across different kinds of assets so that your risk will be minimized. Okay, this is a fine statement. Next one is risk taking behavior should be a necessary component of your personality if you want to generate wealth. I'll wait here. Third one is while making investments, find a trustworthy asset management. No, I think this is wrong statement. You should know that investing your money is risky. So I'll go with answer option A. Now I'll tell you why did I go with option A. See the second statement. Risk-taking behavior should be a necessary component of your personality. Now you take your personality. Do you think you have to always take risk? This statement is saying that you have to always take risk. No, you should take risk depending upon the situation. So this is wrong statement. So what is the statement saying? If you want to generate wealth, you have to take risk always. No, it need not be taking risk always. So the statement is wrong. Next one is while making investments, find a trustworthy asset management. Now, don't you think this is a narrow statement? Can everybody find a trustworthy asset management? If everybody can find, why are the people getting cheated upon? Everything is not trustworthy. Every asset management organization is not trustworthy. So how can you say while making investment, you have to find a trustworthy asset management organization? No. So this is the wrong statement. Now, see the fourth option. You should know that investing your money is a risky business. Is it true? If you're investing money, then why do we have many investors? You should know that investing your money is a risky business. Then it is saying that you should not invest your money. So this is a wrong statement. Now see the first statement. Distribute your wealth across different kinds of assets so that your risks would be minimized. So this is a positive statement which is saying that there will be risks, but they would be minimized. How? If you distribute your wealth across different kinds of assets. So it is a kind of inclusive aspect. It is making sense. So that is the reason, without even reading the passage, I'm saying A is the correct option. Fine. Now I'm going to show you passage 5. See, biotechnology regulation is an evolving process. It is a technology. So it is an evolving process, a right statement. Participation of people is needed in policy decisions regarding biotechnology regulation. Now, see this. Okay, I'll just answer it and then tell you. Yes. So my answer is 1 and 3. Why? Because biotechnology regulation is an evolving process. Is a positive statement. It is absolutely right. So it is correct. See the second statement. Participation of people is needed in policy decisions regarding biotechnology regulation. Do you think people should participate in every regulation and every policy decision? Is it feasible? Is it possible in Indian scenario? No. So this is the wrong statement. Now eliminate 2. You arrive at 1 and 3. Now see the third option. Biotechnology regulation should take into account socio-economic aspects. It is saying socio-economic aspects, which is inclusive. So it is right. It has to take socio-economic aspects into consideration. It is right, positive aspect. Then see the fourth one. Wider involvement of political executive in biotechnology regulation improves its effectiveness in dealing with the country's trade policies and international obligations. I told you, wherever you see foreign aspects, ignore them. Don't give importance. So don't give importance to international obligations. Next one is wider involvement of political executive. Do you think we have to involve political executive in a larger way for biotechnology regulation? We want minimum government interference and maximum governance. So this statement indirectly says this says maximum involvement of government, which should be decreased. So this is the wrong statement. So I'm going with 1 and 3. That is fifth statement. That's it. Now see the sixth one. Precautionary principle is not given importance. Okay, I'll just mark the answer and then tell you all. I'll go with C. Why? Because precautionary principle is not given importance in current debate on developing GM crops. Do you really think we are not following precautionary principles? If we don't follow precautionary principles, then we should have everything as GM crops. Why are we stopping? Why is the government not approving GM crops? Because we are taking precautionary principles. So this is a wrong statement. Now, next one, biotechnology is not currently used in climate change mitigation and adaptation mechanism. Do you think this is right? When we know climate change mitigation is a very bigger aspect, and we have climate change thing happening, it is giving negative implications in the entire globe. Do you think when we talk about biotechnology, don't we have things like other protocols in environment laws which deal with biotechnology? Tell me those biotechnological aspects which deal with environmental laws in the comment section. Tell me laws of environment dealing with biotechnology. Please respond. I know you know the answer. Even you know the answer. So please respond. Laws of environment which has biotechnology aspect in them. Think and tell me. Gati students, we have discussed this a lot of times in our current affairs. Okay, Dilip says LMO. I'm asking about laws. What is this pride, Shiva? Laws or conventions or protocols? Biopride. Do we have a law or convention on biopride? Come up with the... Yes, Dilip, now tell me that convention about living modified organisms. You're on the right way. Yes, very good. See, Kaveri says Cartagena then. Yes, yes. So we have these. So how can you say, now see the second statement, biotechnology is not currently used in climate change is a wrong statement, because you have this Cartagena protocol, you have this Nagoya protocol, which also talks about genetically modified organisms. Then see the fourth statement, the negative impacts of biotechnology are not properly understood. Do you really think the negative impacts are not properly understood? If they're not properly understood, why are we delaying the giving approval for genetically modified crops? Don't you think this and statement A are in sync? So my answer is C. Biotechnology's role is not confined to the current priorities of developing GM crops, because it should be futuristic. We also should think about future. So this is a futuristic option. That is the reason my answer is C. Right. Now I'm going to tell you all the seventh passage. I hope it is making sense to all of you. Yeah. Now see this 21st question. Relying on foreign investment in the long run is not an economically sound policy. Yeah. See. Now for this, my answer is B. Why? Now see the first statement. Relying on foreign investment. I told you, you have to ignore the foreign aspect. So as soon as I'm seeing foreign investment, I'm not taking this statement into consideration. Second one, policies must be undertaken to reduce volatility in foreign private investment. Foreign, so I'm not taking this into consideration. Now take away, sorry, wait 1 second. Foreign private investment is I'm not taking into consideration. Now see this aspect, see. Yeah. Relying on foreign investment in the long run is not an economically sound policy. So the statement itself is negating the foreign investment. So that is the reason I'm taking this statement as the correct statement. Did you understand? If only foreign investment is given, I'm going to mark that as wrong. But the statement itself is saying it is not an economically sound policy. That is the reason I'm taking this right one. So now 1 is correct, 2 is wrong. Now eliminate 2. 1 is correct. So 1, 3, 5. Now see the fifth one. Substantial public investment. It is not saying entire public investment. It is saying substantial in education and health should be undertaken. So yes, substantial, some part of public investment should be taking place. Education and health. It is not saying all. So this is correct. So my option is 5. 1, 3, and 5. Now till here, is it clear to everybody? Please tell me. Yes, very good, Mohandas. Very good, Manohar. Very good, Sailaja. Yes, all of you are right. Now, did you all have the clarity till here? Are you all slowly understanding what I'm trying to tell you all? After this class, even if you see this YouTube video again, you will definitely have this clarity. Please tell me in the comment box. Please tell me in the comment box. Is this making sense to all of you? If it is still confusing, I will make you all see other passage also. But please, at least till here, tell me if it is making sense. Yes, Kaveri says yes. Sahil says yes. Others? Dilip says yes. Yeah. Now, okay, Teja also says yes. Yes. See, now let us see 45th question. I'll show you one question which is numbered as 45th. Yeah. Yeah. See here. I'm not seeing the passage. Now see, the statement says it is essential to rethink and redefine the economic role of state in the quest for development. I'm taking this as right statement. India has not been effective implementation of its policies. Yeah. Now I'm taking this as both 1 and 2. Now see here, it is, I told you, what did I tell you all? Statements undermining India should be taken as wrong. I told you this. But whenever you see this inference, rational and logical inference, you have to think from logical point of view. You have to be careful. Now see the first statement. It is essential to rethink and redefine the economic role of the state in the quest of development. I don't see any negative thing here. So I mark it as right. Second aspect is India has not made effective implementation of its policies in social sectors, nor made sufficient investments in them. Now, observe this statement very, very carefully. This is very, very important. See, this is a negative statement which is undermining the role of India. But still, I have marked it as right. Why? Because the statement is saying India has not made effective implementation of its policies. So, we have policies, we are implementing the policies, but they are not being effective. So the first part is right. Second part, in social sectors, nor made sufficient investments in them. So if the statement said India did not make any investments, then I would have taken this statement as a wrong statement. But what is it saying? It is saying India has not made sufficient. So sufficient is a mediocre word, medium word. So India has not made sufficient investment in them. It is not going in an extreme way. It is not saying India has not made any investments. And it is not saying India has made full investments. It has taken the middle role, middle path. That is the reason, because of the usage of these two terms, I have taken this statement as correct. So I'm going with both 1 and 2. This is how you have to see. This is how you have to see. Understood? Now let us see the key. Now we will see the key, official UPSC key. Yeah. See, 1 is D, 1 is D, 2 is A, 2 is A, 3C, 3C, 4th A, 5th is B, 6th is C. Now, what was the other question we have marked? What is this? This is 21. What is 21? 21 is B. Now we have skipped to question number 45, right? Now see the question number 45. C. Now, is this clear? Is this demonstration clear to everybody? No, Vatsava, substantial is not an extreme statement. Substantial is not an extreme statement. More, fullest, all these are extreme statements. Now, did you all see till now whatever statements we have seen, whatever passages we have seen, we didn't even read the passage, only from the options, and by taking these points of positive points, sensible points, statements undermining India, larger perspective, inclusive, we have discussed this. Is this clear to everybody? Please give me a thumbs up in the chat box. Now, after this class, you take up UPSC question papers of the previous year questions and practice like this. You will do all the questions in 1 minute, within 1 minute. You will see the difference. You keep the PDF I am going to share, or you keep the notes, whichever you have written now, you keep it aside and follow all those slides and mark the answers without seeing the passage. Within 1 minute, within half an hour, you are going to do comprehension passages. Even if it is going to go wrong, it will be around only 5 questions which are going to go wrong. And you can also mark accurately. All the 25 questions can also be correct. Do any question. See, randomly take any question. You will mark it as right. Now see the 61st question. See the 65 question. See. Now I'm marking it. Yeah, I'm going with C. Now why I'm going with C? Let us see. 61 is C. C is the right answer. Now why did I go with C? See here. Indian banking system is not able to help the country in its economic growth. Do you really think Indian banking system is not helping in our economic growth? Indian banking system is helping a lot. So this is the wrong statement. Second one, economic reforms that started in 1991 have not helped in improving the economy to expected levels. Do you think this is right? Economic reforms have not helped in improving the economy? No, they have helped, right? They have helped to a certain extent. Third one, India lacks institutional mechanism to deal with the failure of banks. Now, see, you may think that this is a negative statement, so hold on. See, this statement, encouraging the foreign investments in our industrial sector is a good alternative to this sector's dependence. Now, I told you, foreign investments. If you encourage foreign investment, how it is going to help the entire Indian economy? So ignore this foreign aspect. This is a wrong statement. Now, if you know that A and D are wrong. If you are confused between B and C, see the passage quickly. This passage is talking about banks. This passage is talking about banks and nothing more, like not more about economic reform. So banks is the major aspect. So check out which option has banks. This passage is not talking about economic reforms in its larger way. It is talking about banks. So India, this is the failure of banks. This becomes your answer. This is how you have to see. If you are confused, see which part of the passage has the major role among the options. Then you will definitely get the answer. Economic reforms is given here, but the majority of the passage is talking about banks, bank credit, banks. See, banks. This is how banks. So the option should have banks only. So C is the answer. Clear? Murali, you keep on practicing this in the rest of the eight papers. You only will see the difference. You will definitely arrive at right answers. You will not mark all the passages wrong. Even if you suppose, if at all, let's take from the negative aspect also, like as Murali is having the doubt, if at all you don't want to rely on all the passages, you still have this basic numeracy, you still have these theoretical questions. Do you think you are going to mark all the 25 passages wrong? No, it won't happen. At least 10 passages will be right for sure. Okay, Akhil wants me to solve some more questions. Okay, so yes, Akhil, I'm going to solve some more questions for you. Yeah, see this part. Now this is 64th question. 64th question, I'm not seeing the key. Yeah, see the 64th question. See, genome, I'll check the question, I'll mark the answer and then I'll tell you. Yeah, I'm taking this as C. C. Why I took this as C? Genome editing does not require the transfer of genes from one plant to another. Obviously, genome editing, even without transfer, you can do genome editing within the same plant, right? So, see, genome editing is cutting also. You know that we have this DNA cutters, all these aspects. So, that is the right statement. See the second statement. Through genome editing, the chosen genes can be altered precisely in a manner. Precisely. That is the exact concept of genome editing, precision. Akin to the natural process that helps plants to adapt to the environmental factors. Absolutely. This is the reason we do genome editing. So this is right. So see, I didn't read the passage. Right. Now see this passage 6051. My answer for this is C. Within 1 minute I have marked the C. Now we will see the C. 64. What is 64? 64 is C. What is 65? 65 is C. Now I'll tell you why I have marked this as right. I told you about geometric. Now see this one. In India, drainage networks are not separate for sewerage and stormwater. Do you really think is our drainage system of India so vulnerable that we don't have a separate sewerage and stormwater system? No, we do have separate drainage systems. Even from the Indus Valley civilization, we have good drainage systems, right? So this is a wrong statement. Second one, urban local bodies do not have enough resources and legislative authority. Okay, if you talk about resources, okay, even if there are resources, they are not going to utilize it properly. And even if we usually tell that there are not enough resources in urban local bodies. See the second aspect, do not have legislative authority? They do have legislative authority. What about this panchayats? What about this municipalities? What are they doing? So this is a wrong statement. See the fourth one, bad management of solid waste and sewerage systems by our municipalities. So why are you undermining the municipal government here? Is the reason for drinking water shortages in our cities? Is it the reason? Bad management of solid waste, does it have direct reason for drinking water shortages in cities? No, it does not have a direct reason, and we should not undermine our municipalities. Now see this third statement, solid waste management should be integrated with the maintenance of drainage and sewage networks. This is a positive statement. So we should have solid waste management and drainage system, sewage networks, and this everything should be integrated. You know that this is a positive and futuristic statement. This is a solution to most of the problems in urban local bodies. So this is the answer. Is this clear, Akhil? If at all you feel any questions are unfamiliar, Murali, easily skip that question. Skip that question. You should know which questions to choose exactly, which questions to choose rightly. If at all you do not know, see, this is my answer for Murali question. Now Murali has read this particular genome editing aspect. He does not know the answer. You mark it as a big round here. You mark this question as a big round. So once you come back, you will know that you have not answered this question. If you do not know 65th question after reading, mark it as big round. So you will come back easily. When you skim through the question paper, you will know that you have not answered. So come back to this in the last. In the last, this is how you answer. Now all the number five will be for those questions which you are able to answer with basic numericals. Now after this class, you open 2020 question paper and see the basic questions which you can answer with basic formulae. You will definitely get around 10 to 15 questions. This is how you will play with CSAT question paper in a quicker way, and this is how you will clear UPSC CSAT. Fine? Fine till here? Please tell me. Now see the 63rd question. My answer for 63rd question is A. Why did I go with A? See, governments often provide inefficient and costly subsidies for technologies that may not be ready in the near future. Now, when you see this word called often, all the coaching institutions must have told you all that if you see often, if you see never, if you see not, just go with the wrong answer. It is the wrong answer. But no, you have to be very, very careful here, because UPSC is going to give at least 1 or 2 questions this way. So there is a chance for you to go wrong. Don't fall into traps of institutions. See, it is talking about future, near future. So it is saying that even though government is providing subsidies, it may not be sufficient for the near future. It may not be ready for the near future. So this is the right statement. It is not undermining government. This is a futuristic aspect. So we do not know. See the second option. India's commitment of reducing emissions by 33% by 2030 shall be on the basis of gas-based economy. Is it true? Now, can anybody tell me why this gas-based economy question is wrong? I'll see your current affairs knowledge in this. Can anybody tell me why did I mark this option as wrong? Yes, Akhil, definitely you can go with way forward. Yes. Murali, a critical message means we mostly think about negative aspects. That's why I told you, Murali, please do not get confused with those words. Don't get confused with inference, assumptions, critical message. No, just see what the options and see which option is making more sense. from the larger perspective, from inclusive point of view. Now tell me why I have marked second statement as wrong. Very good, very good. Is it non-renewable? You actually arrived at the answer, Vatsava, but what I wanted is reducing emissions by 33% to 2030 by. Yes, so the rest of the thing is renewable sources, right? So gas economy, see how can India reduce its emissions by 33% by basing on only gas-based economy? It is renewable energy. Renewable energy should be more, right? That is the reason I've marked this as right. And now let us see if this is, let us see. What is the 63rd question? A is the right answer. Now Manohar has, sorry, not Manohar. Murali has doubt with 65th question. Now let us see 65th question. We have discussed this, right, Murali? Don't see these messages. Don't see these terms. Just see which is making sensible. I told you why I marked this as wrong statement. So if you want to think critical message as wrong statement, then A, B, and D are wrong. That's the option giving A, B, D and as wrong statements. No, you have to select only one answer, which is sensible, and that is C. Clear to everybody? Did this make sense about comprehension? Or if you still have doubts, I'll again take up a random passage and explain you all. But please tell me in the comment box. Is this clear? You please see this video again and again. Then practice UPSC questions. You will definitely understand, and you will be surprised to see your marks increasing in this previous UPSC questions of UPSC. Trust me, this will happen for sure. Okay. Yeah. So this is what I wanted to tell you all. Ma'am, can you please go with 2019 paper? Okay, Shiva, let's go with 2019 paper. I need to search it. Please do not think this is waste of time. Sorry. Yeah. So this is 2019 question paper. Now, see, I'm not reading the passage. Now, you will tell me the answer for first question. I'll see how many of you is going to answer it correctly. Okay, Shiva says there's a specific question regarding political theorists and a passage relating to backgrounds. Can you tell me the number, Shiva? Question 1 and question 6. In 2019 or 20... Which one? Acha, 2019 only? Okay, fine. So, yes, Murli says useful. 2020 CSAT paper, I missed by 0.6. Oh, that's really sad, Akhil. Yeah. So now you tell me. Tell me. By just seeing the options, tell me the answer for first question of 2019. You just apply your mind and tell me. I'll see. Who will answer it in the right way? Okay, Shiva, yeah, fine. So you guess and tell me. See the four options. Apply all whatever I told you and tell me. I want to see all the answers in the comment section, please. Tell me. Okay, Sahil D, Kaveri D, Vatsava D. Please give me the response also for D. Why you're going with D? Why you're going with D? Tell me from the points I told you. Dilip's D. So yes, thank you, Shiva, for telling this. Now I'm going to use this paper as an activity to see how we are going to answer. Shiva says D, Akhil says D, Dilip says D, Manohar D, Harit D, Rakesh D. Yeah. So my answer for this question is also D. Now let us see the UPSC paper. The answer key. Achha, where is the key here? Okay. Yeah. So see, this is 2019 paper. One is D. One is D. So this is the right answer. Now why? I'll tell you why. See, if you see the first point, untouchability in India has not been taken seriously by political theorists. No, we don't have, we have our fundamental right itself talking about untouchability. So this is a wrong statement. Historical injustice is inevitable in any society and is always beyond repair. Do you really think we are not able to turn this historical injustice into justice? No, we can turn it into justice. So there's a wrong statement. Third one, social discrimination and deprivation have their roots in bad economies. How can we say anywhere, even if it is a good economy or bad economy, how can you relate discrimination, deprivation to economy? Even in good economy, there can be social deprivation, discrimination, deprivation, right? So this is not the right statement. Now see the fourth one. It is difficult, if not impossible. That means it is difficult, but possible. It is difficult, but possible to repair every manifestation of historical injustice. That is right. That is the reason the answer is D. Now is this clear? Now I'll show you the next question. I'll just give you a random question and you tell me. Yes? See the fifth question and tell me the answer. Fifth question and tell me the answer. See the fifth question and tell me the answer. Please tell me the answer for fifth question. That's what, Shiva, that's what. Yeah, now I want to prove the points, whatever I told you from you students only. I'm going to prove my demonstration now with this. I really thank you for asking me to come up with 2019 paper. See, this is a random paper which I took. So now you tell me. Now you answer and tell me. Okay, Shiva says B. Others? Rakesh B, Vatsava B, Harit B. Even my answer is also B. Manohar B, Kaveri B. Yes, my answer is also B. Now, let us see the key. What is this question? Fifth question, right? This is A. Fifth is B. See, fifth is B. Right. 1 second. Now, why this is right? See, economic power is the only reason for existence of inequality. Don't you think this is a narrow statement? Don't go with the word only, but think if it is narrow or broad. So it is a narrow statement. How can economic power be the only reason for inequality? There are many reasons for inequality. So this is wrong. Next one, inequality of different kinds, income. So eliminate first. You arrive at 3. Even though if this is not, if it is confusing, if one is given in other option, if one is not given another option, Then see, inequality of different kinds, income, wealth reinforces power. Do you really think inequality reinforces power? Both are two different aspects. So this is a wrong statement. So economic power can be analyzed more through its effects than by direct empirical methods. So this can be positive. So it is a futuristic aspect. So it is saying there is a possibility of this can be analyzed more through its effects. So you first see the effects, then but like without applying the methods, you will see about the effects. Like you'll not know everything by applying the methods, but you can know everything by knowing the effects. So this is the right statement. So that is the reason say B is your right answer. 21 we can't go with that because Sahil, we don't have the official UPSC key, so we can't exactly go with 2021. Okay, yes. So fourth question. Okay, Shiva wants to go with fourth question. Yeah, now you tell me fourth question, the answer for fourth question. Okay, Sahil, because we don't know the official UPSC key, so we even if we do the question, there will be confusion in your mind if that answer is right or wrong, because we didn't see the official UPSC key yet. Okay, yeah. Now fourth question. Now tell me about fourth question. Please take this as an activity. Be active and just do this. Whatever I told you, recollect all those points and tell me. Fourth question, the answer for fourth question. Paddu says B, Shiva says B, Sahil says okay, okay, Sahil. Yeah. So Murali says B. Yes, quick responses, please. Take this as an activity to see if you understood whatever I told you. Kaveri says B. Dilip B. My answer is also B. Now we'll see the key. This is the fourth question. Fourth is B. Absolutely right. All of you are absolutely right. Now why? See, large scale soil erosion is a major reason for widespread food insecurity. How can one aspect be a major reason? So this is a narrow point. One aspect cannot be a major reason. So this is a narrow point. Soil erosion is mainly anthropogenic. No, how can you, even this is a narrow point. Eliminate one. Now you have 2 and 3. If you are confused between this 2 and 3, if you want to know if this is second one is right or wrong, just go to the paragraph. Just read the paragraph, which is a short one. So this is a narrow one. Soil erosion. How can soil erosion be mainly anthropogenic? You know many reasons for soil erosion, right? It can be natural also, climatic causes also, and it's mainly caused by natural and climatic reasons. So this is the wrong option. Sustainable management of soils help in combating climate change. This is a positive statement. Sustainable, futuristic aspect. So this is the right answer. See, all of you have given the right answer. Now, one more. This is the last question. Please participate actively and you will know whatever you have applied is right or wrong. Yeah. 21st question. See 21st question and tell me. Shiva says, ma'am, in 6th question, just by looking at future word. Yeah, but Shiva, in these options, you read all the options. Now don't skip these options. Okay, you're already skipping the passage. Now don't skip all the options. Even if you see futuristic aspect, you check out with other options and then arrive at the answer. Okay, yeah. Now tell me, please keep on liking this video if at all you're liking my techniques. Keep on sharing, keep on commenting. You can comment, you can give feedback in reflections, answer writing group also. About my classes, about all the faculty of reflections. You can give feedback on Google. This is what we can ask you all in return. This liking our videos, subscribing to our channels, giving feedback to our videos in reflections, or you can send personal messages to Vivek sir. You can send personal messages to faculty by giving feedback. This is what we want, and this is what will give us a lot of energy to give you the best. Now do the 21st passage and tell me. Twenty-first passages. Okay, Shiva, we'll see 7th question, but please see the 21st passage once and tell me. Murali says A. Please participate actively. Manohar says A. Kaveri says A. Sahil says D. Rakesh D. Akil A. Vidya A. Okay. My answer for this is D. we will see why this is D. 21st is D. Now I'll tell you why I went with D. See the first statement. All of you are saying A, right? Like many of you said A. Now see here. Development of enabling technologies in India can be a big boost to its manufacturing sector. Don't you think it is talking about technology and manufacturing sector is only one aspect? So this is a narrow point. How could you miss this point, everybody? All those who have given A as the right answer, I told you have to see from the broader perspective, from the inclusive point of view. So how can you just say technologies is going to help manufacturing sector? Do you think the entire passage, like this is a narrowing aspect? So this is wrong. See the second statement. India is not yet fully ready to adopt IoT in view of the imminent security challenges. India is working a lot, so we can't say it's not yet fully ready. It is wrong. Life becomes more comfortable with the development of cheap, low-end IoT devices. Do you think when we come up with Internet of Things, the cost is also similar? So it is not about cheap. So this is wrong. See this fourth statement. As we go digital, we must recognize the huge threat of internet security from some IoT devices. It is not saying all. If the statement said all, this would have been a wrong statement. It is saying some. And yes, there is huge threat to internet security. This is right. Don't take this as an extreme statement. There is huge threat to internet security. And we have to recognize about some IoT devices. So this is the right statement. Did you all understand your mistake? Yes, Murali, that's what I'm saying. Even A is positive. So if at all you're confused, now you read the question, now you read the passage. If at all you're confused between A and D, now you read the passage. But what I want to tell you all is, see, developing of enabling technology in India can be a big boost to manufacturing sector. This is narrowing. This is a narrow aspect. Security is the main aspect of digital, and it is talking about some IoT devices. So it is a sensible statement. Yes, it is not saying all, it is saying some. So sensible, it is sensible. Digital aspects have issues with internet security. They both are directly proportional to each other. And it is from the some IoT devices. This is how you have to see. Yes, Murali, the first statement is narrow. Now, as Shiva wants to see the seventh question, I'm going to see seventh question. Yeah, see. Now tell me the answer for the seventh question, and this is the last question for today. You have to practice. Yeah, tell me. Yes, Shiva, option D is also futuristic. It is from internal security point of view. I told you it is from internal security is for entire India. So it is a broad aspect. Manufacturing is not in entire India. We don't have entire India as a manufacturing unit. We have other sectors also. But security is for everything. All the sectors should have security. So that becomes a broader aspect. So answer seventh question for me. Tell me, please. This is the last question. We'll end the class. Please tell me your answer for question number 7. Shiva says D. Dilip says D. Others? Kaveri says D. Manohar D. Akhil D. My answer for this is D. Now we will see from the UPSC key. 7th question. 7th is D. So all of you are right. Very good. So now you're able to apply. All of you just give it. I want to actually clap. I want to actually clap to all of you. At least you clap for yourselves in the comment box. Because I've seen this unanimous answer of D. This was actually the toughest question. One of the toughest questions in this 2019 paper. And all of you have marked right answer unanimously. Please clap for yourselves in the comment box. This is the right answer. Now see, different species having similar structure of hands is an example of biodiversity. No, biodiversity, this is talking about this totally negating the actual meaning of biodiversity. So this is a wrong statement, right? Next one, limbs being used by different species for different kinds of work is an example of biodiversity. This is true? No. See, man and aforementioned animals, that means the mentioned animals having similar structure of limbs is an example of coincidence in evolution. Man and animals, is it a coincidence of evolution? No. We have this evolution, it is a gradual evolution, it is not coincidence. So this is wrong. So now see this fourth one, man and these animals have a shared evolutionary history. They are shared. We can't say it is a coincidence, like gradual evolution. So they are shared. Some aspects are shared. So this is the right statement. Crazy. Shiva says crazy. Thank you. Manohar is clapping. Dilip clapping. Vidya clapping. Akhil thanks. Very good. Very good. So now you're getting the confidence. After this class, you try it out the same way for all the UPSC previous year papers. And that is the reason I'm telling you, you can mark all the 25 comprehension passages accurately within less time possible. Fine? Yeah. So you can definitely clear CSAT. If you do this. Yeah. Like all of you who haven't watched my previous video on 50 high priorities areas, the way I'm helping you all for CSAT, I have already helped people, the students, in the form of 50 priority areas in my previous video. So please check out that video also. In this 1 week, if you are perfect with those 50 high priority areas in a very good way, there is a high probability that you will definitely cross the margin, because those are the most important areas. 50 areas, you be perfect with those areas. So that is about GS1, and this is my technique to clear CSAT. So Rakesh says, excellent session, ma'am. Thank you, Rakesh. Murali says, if possible, could you please connect one session for GS1 techniques? Murali, I've already done the high priority areas, and I think in Niyama classes, my friend Gautam has already discussed about these techniques. We'll see, Murali, we'll see. Yeah, Kaveri also says yes. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, so fine. Now I need help from you all in return. That is liking this video, sharing this video, subscribing to our YouTube channel, subscribing to all our reflections channel, and giving feedback about my classes to Vivek sir or to me also, or you can also post in Reflections Daily Answer Writing group. Please do this. This will be the return gift for me. Okay. Yeah. So you can also do this for all the faculties. And now this is fine. And the last tip is you should practice to learn to quickly turn the pages. Okay. Now I'm going to show you all what I wrote in this. See, reasons for failure we have discussed. Order of approaching the paper is very, very important. So please follow this order as soon as you get the question paper. Reading comprehension techniques. Then 4 aspects are usually asked. Don't get confused here. Concepts to be perfect with, these are basic concepts. Just be perfect with basic formulae. Don't get into details. Basic formulae is fine, because UPSC asks only questions like basics from 10th as well as inter. Okay, theoretical. That's it. We are done with this class. Now, how many of you are confident of clearing CSAT? Comment in the comment section right now. Atira says, now got the confidence. Thank you for this amazing technique. Welcome, Atira. Murali says, thank you. Welcome, Murali. Sailaja says, thanks, ma'am. You're welcome, Sailaja. Shiva says, can you share? Yes, Shiva, I'm going to share this PDF in the Reflections channel. Yeah. Now, please, I want a big yes from all of you, that how many of you are confident of clearing CSAT this year with the techniques I have given. Please share these techniques with others also who are clearing GS1 but are failing to clear CSAT. Please spread this word about Reflections, that the help we are trying to do to all of you. Okay, Sahil says yes. Big yes. I want a big yes. Shiva says, Shiva is also going to clear. Yes. So please watch this video again and again. Please see all these tips and follow these tips in all your UPSC previous year questions. Do not do this in your institute's mock test. No, do this in your UPSC questions. Hit the right bullseye. Hit the bullseye. Hit only UPSC previous year questions. If you have any doubts, I'll always be available on Telegram. Right? Yeah, I hope this session was helpful to all of you. Kaveri says, feeling very confident. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Kaveri. Manohar says, you're welcome, Manohar. Okay. Yeah. So good night, everybody. Please help me by doing whatever I told you. Your feedback is what is essential for us. Yeah. So thank you, everybody. Good night. All the best, all the best, all the best. I know all of you are going to do wonders in this year's CSAT, right? Yes. Now this heading is absolutely right. Clear CSAT with 100% proven techniques. Do one passage in just 1 minute and select right questions. The way I told you, the order of these questions, this is how you select right questions. So this is how my heading of this class is also accurately correct, right? Yeah, Dilip says, yes, ma'am, I'm confident. Definitely share with my friends for sure. Yeah, you're welcome, Dilip. Yeah, good night, everybody. I'm ending this session for today. Good night.